Good evening and welcome. I'm Jeff Coven with RPV TV, and tonight we are here for one of the Palos Verdes Peninsula Chamber of Commerce's most anticipated traditions, the Salute to Business and Citizen of the Year Awards dinner. Each year, this event brings together local businesses, community organizations, and civic leaders to recognize the individuals and groups whose work strengthens and uplifts our community. We are gathered here at Trump National Golf Club to honor the contributions, dedication, and achievements that make the Palos Verdes Peninsula such a remarkable place to live and work. From outstanding businesses and nonprofits to exceptional community service organizations, tonight's honorees reflect the best of who we are.
My name is Lindsay Altamirano. I am the board chair for our lovely Palos Verdes Peninsula Chamber of Commerce. Thank you. Thank you. Our chamber is a catalyst for business growth, a convener of leaders and influencers, and a champion for a strong community. You will see all three of these core competencies at work in today's program, or this evening's program. I'd like to start by recognizing the elected officials and special guests. And if you've been to a chamber event before, you are very familiar with the one clap. And if you are not, you will catch on pretty quickly. From the office of Congressman Ted Lieu, Rowan Abraham. From the West Basin Municipal Water District, Division 4 Director and Treasurer Scott Houston. From the City of Rancho Palos Verdes, Mayor David Bradley. Councilmember Steve Peristom. Councilmember George Lewis. City Manager Ara Maranian. And former Mayor John Cruikshank. From the City of Rolling Hills Estates, Councilmember Britt Huff. And City Manager Greg Grammer. Our cities and elected officials prepare certificates of recognition for all our honorees every year, and these certificates are on display in the lobby. You might have seen them when you came in. They come from our local cities, our county supervisor, assembly member, senator, and U.S. congressman. So a big thank you to David, Ara, Steve, Britt, George, Rowan, and Greg. All those are on display, as I mentioned, and we ask all honorees to pick them up at the end of the evening. The Chamber's mission is to build a strong economy, provide resources and networking opportunities to our businesses, serve as the voice of business with government, and to promote the community. Key to our mission is a strong network of volunteers and sponsors. Several of our board members are here today, so please stand so you may be acknowledged. We'll do a one clap for you as well. Treasurer Pete Haroon, Secretary Colleen Dillaway, Vice Chair Ralph Grippo, Vice Chair Jocelyn Lopez, Vice Chair Ryan Halverson, Vice Chair Kristen Borden, Director Julia Parton, Julie Taylor, Robert Bobich, and Susie Zimmerman. Thank you all for your committed service and incredible support of the Chamber. I think they deserve a big full clap. We're also thrilled to have some of the prior Salute to Business Award winners with us tonight. Please stand if you don't mind as I read your name. Let's keep the one clap going. Providence Little Company of Mary Medical Center. Meadowar Fine Jewelers. Yes, cheers are encouraged. That's allowed with the one clap, yes. How about 2 cheers? 2's fine, yeah, as long as the clap is one. Malaga Bank. Redondo Van and Storage. PV Magazine. Peninsula Committee for the Los Angeles Philharmonic. I know, that was you are ready for that. So we'll do that again. Peninsula Committee for the Los Angeles Philharmonic. All right. Top Tier Training. Trump National Golf Club. Good Stuff. Jane Lau Berkshire Hathaway. The Forefront Media. Green Hills Memorial Park. Guarantee Escrow. Susie Zimmerman State Farm Insurance. Lunada Market and Deli. Oh, Merlin, I think I asked Merlin 3 times. You can correct me. Peninsula Friends of the Library. Thank you, Merlin. Peninsula Seniors. The Boys and Girls Club of LA Harbor. That's a list. Let's just give it a clap. Okay. And finally, we'd like to celebrate our former Citizens of the Year. So this is a little bit of a doozy. I'm gonna ask you all to come to the stage because we get a photo opportunity. I know you were wondering one with me all night, and so here's your chance. Pat Brown, come on, don't be shy. If you're here, come to the stage. Virginia Butler. Yeah, come on in. Debbie Richardson. Derek Gable. Where's Derek? I know he's here. Julia Parton. And Robert Medawar. Okay. There's always someone, so thank you, Laura. Helene Lopes. Come on up. Okay, this is where you can take a few bites, and then I'll be right back.
All right, get on it. We're going to record.
All right, back to it. Okay, we're gonna do some more clapping, I promise. We'll get there, but there's a lot of people involved in tonight. So I'd like to have you all join me in thanking our sponsors for this evening. A big thank you, one clap to our presenting sponsor, Terranea Resort. Our platinum sponsors, Torrance Memorial Medical Center. Martin Chevrolet. I like this. I like this. They're taking it seriously. I love that. Our gold sponsors, Providence Little Company of Mary Medical Center, Trump National Golf Club, Merrill the Addition Group, and our silver sponsors, PV Magazine, The Forefront Media, DK Kim Foundation, Susie Zimmerman State Farm Insurance, and our premier table sponsors, Lunada Kitchen and Catalina View Gardens. And this night would not be complete without a huge thank you to our incredible event committee for tonight's event, which is made up of our board members, Julia Parton, Ryan Halverson, Susie Zimmerman, Robert Bobbich, and Kristen Borden. So that can have a few claps. And a self-edit the staff doesn't know about, so don't start panicking, but I'd like to extend a huge thank you. I know I speak on behalf of the entire board when I thank our incredible staff, Stacy Gerard, Karen Conklin, and Marilyn Lyon. Their care and compassion for the chamber and our businesses is how this night came together, so I have huge appreciation to them. All right, finally, the silent auction is now closed. Somehow my name ended up on all the Terranea ones. I don't know how that happened. We'll find out. And we'll announce those winners after the awards presentation. The nominations for today's awards came from fellow chamber members, with the final selection made by a committee of members and the chamber's board of directors. The Salute to Business honorees were chosen for outstanding achievement in business, having distinguished themselves in such areas as innovation, growth, customer service, economic development impact, and community engagement. Criteria for the nonprofit sector awards includes community impact, breadth of services, innovation, and excellence in programming. A very special thank you to the City of Rancho Palos Verdes and RPV TV for creating the video interviews you'll see throughout the evening. The full length, yes, we can do a clap for that, for sure. The full-length interviews with all the honorees are featured on a currently airing episode of Around the Peninsula, hosted by Maria Sorreo, and on RPV TV's YouTube channel. So be sure to watch RPV TV channel 33 for all the local news and happenings. All right, this is where I segue, and I'd like to invite board member and previous Citizen of the Year, Julia Parton, up to the stage to get us started.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you all for being here. This is such a fun night. So I'm so happy to see a full room. Here to present the first two Excellence in Business Awards is one of last year's Salute to Business Award winners, Jane Lau. From Berkshire Hathaway Home Services. Jane has been an active member of the Peninsula Chamber for over 12 years. I'd like to invite Jane and our first award honoree, Laura Shinazi, representing Torrance Memorial, to the stage.
Tonight, we celebrate an organization that achieved a truly historic milestone this year, marking 100 years of compassionate care and medical innovation since its founding in 1925. From a local nonprofit hospital, Torrance Memorial Medical Center has grown into a 610-bed regional leader recognized for its commitment to excellence. This year, their dedication placed them in the elite. They are now ranked 8th in California and 3rd in the entire Los Angeles Orange County region by U.S. News and World Report. Torrance Memorial defines operational excellence. They have held the prestigious Magnet Recognition Program designation for nursing excellence since 2011, and they continue to look forward, actively shaping the future of medicine. They recently broke ground on an innovative 2-story emergency department expansion project, the first of its kind in California. This project will double capacity and integrate advanced technology, ensuring the South Bay community receives the highest standard of care for decades to come. Please join me in honoring Torrance Memorial Medical Center for their pioneering spirit, their unwavering commitment to our community, and their excellence in business over the last 100 years. Let's listen to their stories.
Torrance Memorial serves the South Bay and the Peninsula community. Its service area captures around 900,000 people in our community. We are the largest employer in Torrance with over 4,500 employees. We average about 113,000 visits in our emergency department. In our outpatient services, we see over 1 million patients throughout our 40 different locations throughout the South Bay. Back in 2018, we affiliated with Cedars-Sinai Health System, forming the first health system and the first affiliates within that large health system. The goal between Cedars-Sinai and Torrance Memorial is to keep the care local. So how we do that is Cedars brings down specialists, physicians down into the South Bay to come alongside our physicians here in the community to be able to keep the care local. We're in the midst of our 100-year centennial, celebrating 100 years serving the community. We started it off back in April, putting a tent in our parking lot and celebrating with a week of healthcare clinics. We had a gala. We had an employee event just to share some of the history with each other over the last 100 years. We believe we've got a head start on the next 100 years with bringing some of the latest technologies to Torrance Memorial, along with that partnership that I shared earlier with Cedars-Sinai. The biggest thing about Torrance Memorial, more than anything else that I've shared, is the organization's culture. The culture of our organization, when you come into our facility, we want you to feel like you're family. You're part of the Torrance Memorial family. And that's the biggest thing that drew me to Torrance Memorial Torrance Memorial is part of the fabric of the community. We have several locations here on the hill providing care to the local community, even reaching out in events like the landslides, providing meals, helping coordinate different efforts for the victims in the slide areas is something that is an example of things and how we give back to our community. We are proud and humbled to be the recipient of the Chamber's Excellence in Business Award for Rancho Palos Verdes. Thank you.
Congratulations. Laura, the Palos Verdes Peninsula Chamber of Commerce is pleased to present Torrance Memorial Medical Center with its Excellence in Business Award. Congratulations on receiving this well-deserved recognition.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Jane. Thank you, Julia. Thanks to the entire Palos Verdes Chamber and all of my fellow recipients tonight. I stand tonight representing my colleagues who work 365 days a year, 24/7, and they are working right now down at the hospital to care for our community. I am celebrating my 25th year here at Torrance Memorial, and I am so grateful to be there. It was a great choice. I loved my 19 years at USC, but now I'm down here at Torrance Memorial, and I love it. So thank you so much. Appreciate all of you. Grateful to everybody I work with, and thank you for this incredible honor. Appreciate you all. Thank you.
Sorry.
Our next Excellence in Business Award goes to Catalina View Gardens. I'd like to invite Jim York to the stage. Told you there was a stage. Tonight we celebrate a true local gem that has put the Palos Verdes Peninsula on the map for fine wine, Catalina View Gardens. This beautiful property is home to a sprawling south-facing vineyard overlooking the Pacific Ocean, where thin-skinned Pinot Noir and Chardonnay grapes thrive in a perfect microclimate. Vintner and owner Jim York took his vision to the next level by partnering with Ken Brown, a pioneer of the Santa Barbara wine region, to create their celebrated Catalina View wines. Since their first successful harvest in 2016, their production has grown to include a popular rosé and a Chardonnay reserve, sold in local restaurants and markets. After 3 years of dedicated work led by Jim York and a group of local wine growers, the Palos Verdes Peninsula was officially named the 142nd American Viticultural Area, AVA, in California in 2021. This designation puts the peninsula alongside iconic regions like Napa and Sonoma and allows Catalina View wines to proudly put Palos Verdes Peninsula on their label, making it a true estate wine. Please join me in honoring Catalina View Gardens for their commitment to quality, their entrepreneurial spirit, and their success in bringing a prestigious new identity to our business community. Let's listen to their story.
I grew up in Southern California, went to Hollywood High School and USC. Then I moved to the beach. I met my wife when I lived on the Strand in Hermosa. We got married, had our first child, and she said, "We're moving." And so we chose the Palos Verdes Peninsula, which we absolutely love. When I graduated from college, I worked as a CPA with a big national firm, and then I went from there to be a real estate executive. Then I became a real estate developer, And finally, my favorite profession is a farmer, where I am now. You get up with the sun, you have to basically go to bed almost at sunset. There's days that are really long. For example, the busiest time is at the harvest. When you harvest the grapes, those typically takes place in September, and the harvest has to be done before it's warm. So it starts basically at daybreak. We bring in quite a few people in to pick, and that's finished by noon. So those days are very long, and then we drive the grapes to Buellton to make the wine. So it's a long day. That my friend and neighbor Darius Khalide, that has the Darius Vineyard and Winery in Napa Valley, he came to see the property. He said, "Jim, this is an unbelievable location for a vineyard. I mean, it's south-facing. It gets the ideal sunlight. It's cool. It gets fog. It's for thin-skin, cool-weather grapes. It's ideal." So he sent his team down from Napa Valley, studied the soil and the conditions, and that's why we chose growing Pinot Noir and Chardonnay grapes. Part of the thing that really is rewarding to me is to give back to the community, because with our event garden, we can handle up to 250 people. We normally keep it at 125, but we've had events virtually for every charity on the Palos Verdes Peninsula or in Southern California. So that's very rewarding to be able to give back. We support the Beacon House. We support the Boys and Girls Club of the Harbor. Those I say would be my favorites, but also, Children's Hospital, that's a needy organization. So, there's so many, and we're happy to help. Thank you to the Chamber for this award. It's a real honor.
Almost. Jim, the Palos Verdes Peninsula Chamber of Commerce is honored to present Catalina View Gardens with its Excellence in Business Award. Congratulations.
Thank you. So now you know why I'm so happy, because I'm on my fourth and best career. I can be outside. I have Nick, our farm manager, is here. Marcella, that runs our property. My wife, Kathy, has supported me in everything I've done. And we have, of course, the city of Rancho Palos Verdes. Thank you for your support. And thank you for the chamber.
Can I get the middle, Jim?
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Jane. Congratulations to both Jim and Laura. Very happy for both of you. Here to present the next award is another one of last year's Excellence in Business Award winners, Chris Bennett, owner and founder of Good Stuff. Good Stuff is a strong supporter of our schools and other local charities, and he has been a longtime member of our chamber, including hosting our popular monthly breakfast, aka Good Morning Palos Verdes. I'd like to invite Chris and Honoree Vince Giuliano from Gaetano's to the stage.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
10 years with the chamber. We just celebrated a couple weeks ago, so it's great. So it's my honor today to be able to present to Gaetano's. They are a true pillar in the South Bay restaurant scene. An establishment has been serving homemade food and genuine hospitality for 30 years. Gaetano Restaurants. Gaetano's. Since 1993, this family-owned operation has kept true to the classic Italian cooking. But Gaetano's excellence goes far beyond the plate. Their friendliness and attentive staff ensure that each visitor feels right at home, making a memorable dining experience the standard. The comment The commitment to service extends into their other operations, where they've been voted twice in, or 3 years in a row, the Daily Breeze favorite caterer. Gaetano's is community focused, whether donating to local charities or providing food for the needy. They truly believe in giving back to the community that has supported them for so many years. On a side note, I've known Vince for a while, and we've been able to collaborate because, this crazy business we're in, there's no playbook. You can't go to the library and check out a book and go, hey, this is going to how you're going to make it in the restaurant business. So it's great to be able to collaborate with guys like, Vince and in the community, and we all do it, and it's how we learn and how we create. And so it's been an honor to know him for years. I mean, probably 10 years, right? Yeah. So please join me in honoring Vince Giuliano and Gaetano's Restaurant for their consistency, their warm hospitality, and their enduring excellence in business right here in the Peninsula. Thanks, buddy.
Hey, guys. You guys want to clap?
So Gaetano is the name of my great-grandfather. He started Giuliano's Delicatessen back in the 50s, and he is he was an amazing man to our family. Everyone, he was kind of the patriarch. He had 6 brothers and sisters. Everyone looked up to him, and being such a special man, there was one name that we had in mind when naming Gaetano, as my parents, that is, and that was that. Gaetano's are after him, Gaetano Giuliano. Gaetano's was opened back in '93, and the goal is just to serve great food in a really hospitable environment by friendly people. And to this day, we really still focus on that as the background of the restaurant. Our handmade food's number one. Meatballs are handmade. We do handmade pastas. We do handmade ravioli. But I think also it's the feeling you get when you go into a restaurant. It's not just about the food or the service. It's about the feeling. And I think we're giving a feeling. When you walk in that door, we've got a guest experience that's above the rest, right? Our dining room coordinator welcomes you. Our manager comes to your tables. We've got great servers. We've got amazing bartenders, cocktails, patio. It looks like you're feeling like you're in Tuscany. So it's a feeling you get when you go there. Not to mention the food's amazing. But yeah, it's an experience. It's the whole package. We've got a lot of family recipes. My grandmother came from a huge Italian family, both sides. We've got recipes from my Giuliano side, got recipes from my Russo side, that's my mom's side. The one thing that my dad taught me growing up was you can never cut quality. The quality always has to be the best. So everything we give in our products is the best ingredients possible. I grew up here, and to me, the community was always great to the kids growing up, and then the student athletes, and then it was, hey, we want to welcome you back if you're going to college and whatnot. So to me, the community it's an amazing community to be raised here, and then for us to give back, it's special because then it's a feeling of like, okay, I'm giving back to this amazing community that gave me so much growing up. But not to mention the restaurant. The restaurant for me is such a way for us to say, hey, we love the business you guys are providing us. This is our way of saying thank you to the community, to those that need, and it's a pleasure to do so. I'd like to thank the Chamber for giving us this award. It's a pleasure, it's an honor, and I really do appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah. Thanks, Chris. Thanks, Julia. Thank you, everyone at the Palos Verdes Chamber. It is a true honor to receive this award. When we heard about it, we were humbled. And my first thought was, I have to dedicate this to my team. My team is the one that day in, day out, they're the ones early in, late at night, dealing with a broken refrigerator or someone called out sick or, hey, the delivery didn't show up today. They're the ones that are executing that great hospitality that we give all of our guests. And when I bring this back to the restaurant, I want all of them to know that, hey, this is all for you, that you were recognized by the Palos Verdes Chamber. So it is a special honor for us all. A quick barometer of the room here. Does anyone like pizza? Just a show of hands, please. Okay, good. Well, just a shameless plug. We just started a little pizza pasta Italian place over in RPV on Western, a new shopping center. We're about a week old. This weekend, it's called Pacini, by the way. It's our second location. Our first location's over in West Torrance. Thank you. Thanks. Yeah, we're super happy about it. And we're so happy to be in RPV. It's obviously a beautiful place to raise a family, a beautiful place to have a business. So we're really happy about that. Same shopping center across the street from In-N-Out. Same shopping center as like the Habit and the Urban Cafe, but really focus on its Italian takeout. This weekend we're having kind of a little giveaway. So come on by. Hopefully we'll see you then. And hey, really appreciate the night. It's been a great time. So thank you all so much and have a good evening. Thank you.
Here to present the Best New Business Award is last year's winner, Ian Johnson from Top Tier Training. The Top Tier team takes a holistic approach, educating clients on how to care for their bodies, reduce stress, and live a more balanced, healthy life. I'd like to invite Ian Johnson and Julius Osorio, Executive Director of Peninsula Pointe by Cogir, to the stage.
Tonight, we celebrate a business that has rapidly established itself as a beacon of compassion and engagement since opening its doors in April of 2024. Peninsula Pointe by Cogir. Woo! Peninsula Pointe has quickly grown its presence by redefining assisted living. They view their community as more than just on-site support. They focus on a lifestyle that inspires residents to ignite new passions, stay active, and make new friends. They are committed to empowering residents to live a life of compassionate support where every detail of comfort is considered. Their philosophy is simple. Assistance should enhance lifestyle without ever compromising dignity or independence. As a Cogir community, Peninsula Pointe is already making a difference by creating an engaging and welcoming home for residents, employees, and volunteers alike. They are proof that a focus on tailored, award-winning service quickly translates into excellence in business. Please join me in recognizing Peninsula Pointe by Cogir for their rapid growth, their commitment to personalized care, and their dedication to empowering our seniors to live their best lives here in the Peninsula community.
Peninsula Pointe is an assisted living and memory care community. It was first established, very first residents came in April 2024. We serve all of our senior population. We provide hands-on care for each of our residents, dining services, activities, and provide a community for all of our residents that are in need of additional care. I think we have fostered such a great team and culture. My belief has always been making a community for a community. So it's not just another building. It's not another assisted living that one of your loved ones go to. It's definitely a home for everyone, that not only for the residents, but their families, their friends, and grandkids. Anyone that's welcome is able to come to our community and be a part of it. So the biggest thing is just getting our name out there and making sure people know that we are a presence in the community. And it's always the hardest part when you're opening up a brand new community, but being a part of the local businesses, being a part of the chamber, being a part of showing people that we're a great place, not just to bring your loved one, but to hang out and to come to some of our events. So that's a big thing that we like to make sure anytime someone's just interested, and let's say they may be not looking in the moment or looking to make a big move, you still say, come by to have some lunch. Come by and join one of our most proudest events that we've had is we hosted a Peninsula, which was a Coachella-inspired event that we hosted with some of the community. We invited everybody in the area just to come out to listen to some live performers, and we all dressed up the part. We brought all kinds of different genres of music, and they played throughout the community. It was such a huge event. It was very, very exciting to have. And we had a Dolly Parton impersonator as well, and that was our headliner is what we called it. So it was very exciting, and they had such a good time. So I mean, so many times people think of senior living, you think of, and I always use this example, you think of The Simpsons, right? You think of all the jokes and it's not the funnest place to go to.
Right.
But we want to make it that. It's a new modern way of living, and that's what Peninsula really tries to emphasize is it's being fun. It's being able to do the things you've been wanting to do all your life. And even though you're probably at the most vulnerable stage in your life, you're still able to go out and have a good time. So we do local trips. We bring people to the community for those that aren't able to go out, and making sure that they still live a very fulfilling life. Thank you so much, Chamber of Commerce. I really appreciate the award. My team appreciates the award. And we at Peninsula Pointe are celebrating this as part of being part of the community.
Julius, it is my pleasure to present Peninsula Pointe by Cogir with the Palos Verdes Peninsula Chamber of Commerce's Best New Business Award. Congratulations.
Good evening, everybody. I just want to thanks the Chamber for the award. Thank you for everyone putting on this event. But just like many of the other businesses here today, this award would not be possible without my team. So thank you for those that are here, Jennifer, Chris, Erica, Camille, and those that aren't here, such as Anne, Felipe, and Lily, our activity director, who hosted some of our amazing events that we have. But we're just really proud to be part of this community. We want to continue to be it. I want to be the team will want to be that community that's here 30 years from now and having participating in these type of events. So thank you to everybody, but to many more years to come.
Thank you. Thank you. Congratulations.
Thank you, Ian. Here to present our second Best New Business Award is Ryan Halverson from Redondo Van and Storage, a 2023 Excellence in Business Award recipient. Ryan is actively engaged with the community as a member of our board of directors and is the driving force of our young professionals' activities at the Chamber. I'd like to invite Ryan and our second award winner, Jocelyn Lopez, Lunada Kitchen, to the stage.
Tonight, we celebrate a business that has truly mastered the art of making customers feel like family, Lunada Kitchen. Starting with a small neighborhood market, owners Rick and Jocelyn created a unique space where, as Jocelyn likes to say, the secret ingredient is always love. They successfully blend the charm of a local market with the warmth of their family kitchen, creating a space where quality meets care. Lunada Kitchen is driven to remain deeply community-focused, highlighting local partnerships and handmade products. They offer moments of connection and comfort, making people feel seen, valued, and right at home. Beyond the delicious food and welcoming atmosphere, we recognize this team for their incredible heart. Jocelyn embodies the spirit of giving back. She is known for shining her light on others, always quick to offer a compliment and deflect attention from her own amazing work. We are so incredibly fortunate that she brings this selfless energy to our organization as a dedicated member of the Chamber Board of Directors. Her leadership is a quiet force that improves every initiative that she touches. So please join me in honoring Lunada Kitchen for their entrepreneurial spirit, their heartfelt hospitality, and their commitment to excellence, powered by a true leader who always puts the community first. Let's listen to their story.
We were so excited to bring the market to the neighborhood and really lay a foundation for people to have a central hub, as you mentioned, to come and to meet your friends, to have people hug in the market because they haven't seen each other for a long time. And so the kitchen was an extension of that. With the market, people brought us into their homes with the products that they bought and the stories that they told us. And then it became our turn to bring them into our home, our kitchen, where scratch cooking kind of nourishes the soul. Everything always tastes better when it comes from scratch. And we always pair that with our secret ingredient, love, of course. And I think our cuisine is California coastal cuisine, and we kind of pepper in and flavor in some of the seasonal specials as well. I think when you choose to nourish people, you have to choose the starting point, which is with the ingredients. And when the ingredients come from a place of freshness, from a place that they are thoughtfully sourced, I think moving forward from that point, you can only deliver deliciousness. I think it's important to see people, to meet them where they are, and to get a sense of where they are in their life. Everybody has such an important story to tell. And the kitchen, the restaurant, it really gives the opportunity for people to kind of slow down, take a look out at that beautiful view of Catalina Island that we have from our patio, and share a tale or two and kind of get the things that are in their heart out. I think it's part of the circle of life. When things come to you, you have to give them back as well. I don't go a day without thanking the people in the neighborhood for the support that they give us, the community that we have, and the opportunities that we have also in order to make the connections with people. We do so many things for the neighborhood and so many outreach programs for people. And it's important. It's important to always have a sense of your community and a sense of giving back. Chamber of Commerce, we are so grateful for you guys, for everything that you do for the community, and we couldn't be more proud to accept this award. Thank you for thinking of us.
I'm so grateful to call Jocelyn a close friend and thought partner and fellow board member. And so it's with great pleasure that I get to present Lunada Kitchen with the Palos Verdes Peninsula Chamber of Commerce's Best New Business Award. Many congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Oh my goodness. I am so grateful to be here tonight. I'm just surrounded by all these leaders, these creators, these advocates for children, these global champions. Thank you. All of our businesses are about people. So when we invest in local, we're not just buying a meal or a product or a service. We're helping to grow roots. And we've proven that great things can happen when people believe in each other and when they invest in their community. And as leaders, all of the leaders here, we know that leadership is never about being in charge. Leadership is about being in tune. And when we support each other, we create something far bigger than a single business. We can create a movement, and that is what makes our whole community thrive. My family is here tonight, and I could not be more thankful for my kids. Oh, siempre. Siempre and Cielo, you are the heartbeat of everything that I do. You give me the best examples of character. Your ability
to so effortlessly go with the flow and enjoy each moment. Your ability to be so inclusive, you've changed lives. And your ability to bring just genuine kindness to everything that you do. I can certainly tell you that every day I work a little bit harder to be more like the two of you. It's true. And a big thank you to Rick. Rick, you continually go out of your way. Even after we're closed, you've reopened for grandmas who need one more thing for breakfast, for students who forget to bring something to zero period. Rick has even been flagged down on PV Drive and taken an order for a case of champagne at the stop sign. He remembers the name of the wine that you love. And he always makes sure that you are seen and cared for when you sit at our table. To the Chamber of Commerce, thank you. Thank you to my friends and my mentors that I have because of the Chamber of Commerce. Thank you for creating a space that is so overflowing with creative people whose sole purpose is to help their members succeed. The Chamber excels with the simple prescription. The more you get involved with the Chamber, the more your business thrives. Our Chamber's team is a true example of taking any circumstance and moving forward with grace, powered by grit, and proving time and time again that all things can happen one step at a time. I am so very proud to receive this award, and I'm excited to share it with our team because for us, this award is about giving without tracking what you're getting back. It's about celebrating the power of collaboration over competition. It's about getting back after you fall, and it's about sometimes even getting back up after you've been pushed down. It's about believing that we're more alike than we are different, and we are certainly stronger together than any solo act. At Lunada Kitchen, we believe that great things can happen around the table, so I invite you guys all to come to our table, our kitchen. I'd love to cook for you. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Ryan. Congratulations, Jocelyn. I noticed that we've got dessert at the table. I just want to say, Team Malaga, my dessert better be back there when I'm done. Okay. Here to present the awards for Nonprofit of the Year is last year's winner, Merlin David. We got to get a selfie. Peninsula Library Friends Foundation. Formed 64 years ago, the Library Friends has provided critical funding to the Palos Verdes Library District, which directly supports a wide variety of programs, events, and services. I'd like to invite Merlin David and this year's first Nonprofit of the Year honoree, Danielle Brown, Chief Impact Officer, Deputy Director, South Coast Botanic Garden Foundation, to the stage.
All right. I'm so happy to present this 2 seconds before I go on script. I came here to the United States in the mid 70s when I was a teenager, and one of the things that made the biggest impact, came from India, landed in Maryland, and watching television on a little black and white Philco, and I saw this commercial of this Native American with a tear in his eye. And it made such a big impact on me. And I saw this landfill garbage, 30 years later, I moved to Lunada Bay and I'm neighbors of this next place. So this is really special for me to be a part of this. So thank you. Yes. Tonight, we honor two amazing organizations at our nonprofits of the year. Our first is an organization that truly embodies transformation and resilience, South Coast Botanic Garden. For 65 years, this 87-acre sanctuary has stood as a living symbol of service. It rose from humble beginnings atop a reclaimed landfill to become one of Southern California's most vibrant cultural landmarks. The spirit of perseverance continues to define its work, having expanded from a modest staff of 3 into a thriving multi-million-dollar organization employing over 70 people. Wow. The heart of the garden's mission is simple but powerful: to connect all to the wonders of nature. They ensure access to green space and environmental learning and is open to every age, background, and ability. This commitment to inclusion and innovation is growing with the $16 million Marilyn and John Long Children and Family Garden Project, set to redefine how families experience nature and inspire environmental stewardship for the next generation. As a cultural anchor and economic catalyst, the garden attracts hundreds of thousands of visitors each year through award-winning exhibitions and events, proving that a botanic garden can be both a beautiful refuge and a driver of local tourism. Please join me in honoring South Coast Botanic Garden for their remarkable journey from landfill to landmark, their unwavering focus of inclusion, and their exceptional excellence in business through stewardship and community service. I'm going to have you listen to what they have to say here.
We are an 87-acre botanic garden. That's a big number. It's about the size of Disneyland, to put it in perspective. When you come through our gates, you're seeing so many varieties of plants on display, from formal collections like our Bohannon Rose Garden and our Dorothy and Ellen Lay Staghorn Fern collection, to wild and woolly nature trails that you can explore on your own. Our mission is to connect all to the wonders of nature. And so once we get folks through our gates, they sort of go off and start enjoying the plants, start enjoying the people that they're there with, we hope, and really start to put their nature's eyes on and connect to all the wonders that are around them. So, you know, we've been here in the community for 65 years. It's our 65th anniversary. It's amazing to think what the space was like 65 years ago. It was a garbage dump, right? Thinking about before that, it was an open pit mine. It was really dirty and wasted space. So I imagine today what a gift the nature is to the community, all of the oxygen that is being created by the trees, all of the beautiful habitat that is there for the local wildlife to enjoy, and then of course the people. So when people come in through our gardens and walk our trails, their blood pressure comes down and there's sort of a sense of calm that washes over you. And it's just kind of a moment to disconnect from your technology, from your computer, and just kind of be for a little bit. Teachers will come in and use this as an outdoor classroom. They'll really expand on those learning moments that they're trying to create inside their classrooms. They get to see it in real life. When we look at our visitorship, the number of folks we're serving from hyper-local neighborhoods is very substantial, our regular daily walkers. But we also look at ourselves as a regional facility. And so we are excited when we receive visitors from all around the world, really coming to see us. And what's exciting about that is they're bringing them to our community and taking part in our local businesses and really creating a larger community around the garden and Palos Verdes. South Coast Botanic Garden would love to thank the Palos Verdes Peninsula Chamber for this wonderful award.
Thank you. Danielle, the Palos Verdes Chamber of Commerce is pleased to honor the South Coast Botanic Garden as Nonprofit of the Year. Congratulations.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Please have this.
Well, on behalf of South Coast Botanic Garden, thank you for this incredible honor. What a great room we're in. What wonderful company we're in tonight. The garden has been on a remarkable journey. You heard it. 65 years ago, we, or someone before me, dared to dream that a garbage landfill could be turned into a beautiful public garden. We look pretty good for 65, I think. We have had work done. Many of you might know us for our offbeat nature experiences. That's a hallmark for us. We've got dinosaurs around the world on view at the garden. If you haven't seen it, they're roaring and moving and blinking. The trolls are coming back in just a couple of months. You'll see some new trolls. And maybe some of you took a turn around the Disco Oasis roller rink. The garden's more than a quirky space, of course. It's a place where people find comfort and joy and healing. And we thought that we would let one of our visitors give the thanks for tonight's gift, tonight's honor. And so here goes. A mother that was visiting the garden just a few months ago with her 4-year-old daughter, Cecily, who has spina bifida, sent us this note, and actually sent Audra this note. It was such a relief seeing how easy it was for Cecily to navigate the garden in her walker. She got all of her steps in today inside the butterfly pavilion without noticing because she was having fun. She got all of her physical therapy done climbing the stairs in the rose garden. This garden is amazing. Thank you. So with that, we're deeply thankful for this award. I'm thankful for the board members who are here tonight. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you at the garden.
Okay, I'd like to invite Evelyn Kita to the stage for our second honoree for Nonprofit of the Year. Woohoo! Coming in? While she's coming up, I don't know if anybody knows, but I'm from the Peninsula Library Friends Foundation. And we've also got Judy Rowie-Rook, who's on our board, who's also part of this. And we've got Helen Stoddard, who's a part of Malaga Bank. So this is a lovely family, isn't it? Give you guys yourselves a hand. I love seeing everybody here. This Nonprofit of the Year is an organization that has demonstrated 5 decades of unwavering commitment to the cultural heart of our community, The Circle. Founded in February 1975 under the leadership of Harlan Norris and Enid Coors, The Circle was developed specifically to support the Palos Verdes Arts Center. Just 15 days after their first meeting, they held a fundraiser that netted over $2,000. That initial momentum has never stopped. As the Circle celebrates their 50th year, they have provided more than $2.1 million to the Palos Verdes Arts Center, far exceeding their annual commitment and funding essential needs, from furniture and technology to exhibition equipment. They have mastered the art of balancing fundraising with fundraising, orchestrating popular events like fashion shows, homes tours, and their renowned Collected Treasures sale. They also provide essential services, including docents for exhibitions and hosting the annual holiday reception. Now, 112 members strong, the Circle is a shining example of the collective strength, positivity, and service. Please join me in honoring the Circle for their extraordinary half-century of dedication, their leadership in cultural enrichment, and their inspiring excellence in business through tireless community support. Let's listen to their story. Yes, let's listen to their story on either of these screens.
The Circle is just an amazing group of women. And we support the Arts Center by raising funds, since the Arts Center is a nonprofit organization. It was started by Harleen Norris and Enid Coors, February 28th, 1975. There are more than 100 women in the Circle, and they work many hours to support the Arts Center. So in the past, we've sold cookbooks, had kitchen tours, home tours that stopped with COVID. And from that point on, we've done collected treasures. And collected treasures are estate sale type items that are donated to us. We collect them all year long, clean them up, categorize them, price them. And last year we had a record high of $78,000 that we made for the Art Center. We have an incredible group of women that support this center, and they're so committed and dedicated to what they do. You know, it's really interesting because what I think it is, it's the camaraderie. They all support each other. The Circle provides docent tours of the galleries, which is very, very helpful. And I think that has brought more people in. But what I'm surprised about is that there aren't very many people who are aware of the Art Center. And so our goal this year with our 50th anniversary is to invite the community to see what it is. So not only are we celebrating with our members, we've invited businesses throughout the community, government officials. This art center has been in existence for 93 years. It provides the space for art at your fingertips to train the docents. So that touches 6,000 children a year with art education. We have a program on Friday called Special Fridays because we take underprivileged children and who have special ed needs, and we give them art experiences on Friday. And this is all volunteer. It was created, the program itself was created by one of our founding members of the Circle to give children art experiences on a limited amount of money, because artists and music are usually the first things that are taken away from public education. So on a limited amount of money, we train parents to go into the classroom and to teach children art experiences. So I think it's a very valuable place. I would like to thank the Chamber on behalf of all the women in the Circle.
Awesome. Evelyn, the Palos Verdes Peninsula Chamber of Commerce is pleased to honor the Circle of Palos Verdes Art Center as Nonprofit of the Year. Congratulations.
We are so honored to be recognized by the Palos Verdes Peninsula Chamber of Commerce. Thank you so much for this honor. I humbly represent 112 dedicated, exemplary women who work so hard to raise funds for the art education and for the Art Center. I'm really proud to say we celebrated our 50th anniversary, and with that event and our proceeds from our collected treasures, we've made over $100,000 for the Art Center this year. So I'm very proud of all of our members. I invite you to come and visit the Palos Verdes Art Center. It's on Crenshaw and Crestridge. Have you ever driven by there? Come and visit us. We always have exhibits, art exhibits in the lower and the upper gallery. Tuesdays and Saturdays, you can have a docent tour. Please come and visit us. Thank you so much, Chamber of Commerce.
Right there.
Oh, one more. Oh,
Thank you.
Thank you, Merlin. Here to present the next two Community Service Organization Awards is Prior Excellence in Business Award winner Kristen Borden, publisher and owner of the popular PV magazine. In just over 5 years, Kristen's publication and website have become integral to the communication network here on the peninsula. I'd like to invite Kristen and this year's honoree, David Rowe from the Rotary Club of Palos Verdes Peninsula, to the stage.
Can I read this one? You can see this. Okay. Hi, everyone. Um, okay. The Community Service Organization of the Year is awarded to a nonprofit, which is 100% an all volunteer organization. The first of our two recipients is the Rotary Club of the Palos Verdes Peninsula. Yay! Founded in 1962, this club, part of a worldwide network, unites diverse community leaders under the motto, service above self. They consistently uphold this ideal through tireless effort and commitment. PVP Rotary's impact is both hands-on and high-level. Their monthly hands-on volunteer opportunities of the month projects tackle everything from beach cleanups to food packaging for those in need. And their commitments to the community is reflected in their major annual events. The Educator of the Year Gala, which honors the best teachers and provides $15,000 to $20,000 in scholarships for local students each year. The Rotary Responders Roundup, which celebrates the dedication of our police and fire departments while raising critical funds for the peninsula. When emergency strikes, PVP Rotary is the first to step up. Following the recent landslides, they acted as a conduit to collect and distribute over $170,000 in donated funds to affected residents, providing both financial aid and a vital place for the community to gather and heal. Please join me in recognizing the Rotary Club of Palos Verdes Peninsula for their incredible breadth of service, their unwavering commitment to leadership, and their inspiring excellence in business through true community action. Okay, so let's listen to their story.
We are the Rotary Club of Palos Verdes Peninsula, and we are a group. There's about 40 of us in the group, and we do a lot of community service work, and we just are here to fulfill the Rotary motto of service above self. So we do fundraising for scholarships for kids in the area that are, that need financial help to go to college. So we give maybe 5, 6, 7 scholarships a year that we give just from the money that comes from the fundraising from the Educator of the Year Awards. Each person who joins Rotary, the primary reason is to serve their community. It gives them an avenue. We have all these projects we do, like the Educator of the Year, or the newest one, the Rotary Responders Roundup, where we honored first responders, one from the Lunada Station of the Sheriff's Department, Palos Verdes State's Police Department, as well as the LA County Fires. Back in July 2023, 17 families were affected by a landslide on Pear Tree Lane. We were asked to create a fund and help collect and promote giving for a fund for those families. And then we collected for those families, and then we distributed those funds to them. To those all individuals and the whole Chamber of Commerce, we just so appreciate the award that you honored us with. Thank you, Palos Verdes Chamber of Commerce.
David, on behalf of the Palos Verdes Peninsula Chamber of Commerce, I am pleased to present Rotary Club of Palos Verdes Peninsula with the Community Service Organization of the Year Award.
Great. Well,
Yay.
thank you, Kristen. Appreciate it. First, just a quick shout out to my fellow Rotarian, Nagi Ozturk over there. She had that incredible rendition of our national anthem. Way to go, Nagi. Beautiful. So anyway, really quick, just she mentioned the hands-on volunteer opportunity of the month, and we We kind of got tired of saying hands-on volunteering opportunity month over and over again. So we just say Havudum. Any Rotarians, what do we say? Havudum. All right, thank you. So anyway, to the chamber and thank you so much. We sure appreciate it. Appreciate the recognition and we just love doing what we do and again and also to the nominating committee. So anyway, thank you all so much.
Oh, we're slacking here. Okay. All right, here we go. Okay. All right. Our next Community Service Organization of the Year award goes to Vistas for Children. Yeah. I'd like to invite Nadia Elgrabi to the stage. Tonight we honor a remarkable group whose tireless volunteer work directly transforms young lives in our community. Vistas for Children. Founded in 1978, Vistas for Children is a 100% volunteer philanthropic what's wrong with me here? Philanthropic organization with no paid staff. Their dedication is evidenced by their incredible impact. Through annual fall and spring fundraising events, they have granted over $7,600,000 to South Bay and Greater Los Angeles nonprofits that support children. Their mission is built on an unconditional commitment to children, especially those in need through no fault of their own. Vistas for Children supports organizations that help children struggling with visual impairment, autism, food insecurity, homelessness, disability, or domestic violence. Every dollar they raise goes towards ensuring all children have access to a bright future, making them a consistent source of hope and support. Please join me in honoring Vistas for Children as Community Service Organization of the Year for their extraordinary financial impact, their pure volunteer spirit, and their dedicated, selfless community service. Let's listen to their story.
The history is that there was a walk at the beach, I believe it was Redondo Beach, years ago, that attracted a lot of attention. And it was done by a gentleman who's also an author and an actor who was born blind. And his whole quest was to never let them stop him, never let it stop him. He went on to be a regular on Good Morning America. He's written books. He and his wife, the Sullivans, who started Vistas for Children. And it just became then the women of our community to help keep it going. We are a group of all volunteer women, and we raise money by doing 2 fundraisers a year for children in need, women and children with health issues. The fashion shows are the biggest fundraisers we have every year, and we are lucky to be able to get donations of wonderful clothes or get reductions from designers on wonderful clothes. And it's always a fun day, and it's opening with vendors. So there's vendor sales, there's lunch, and then there's the fashion show. We have a vetting system that begins every year with organizations having to go online and fill out the forms and et cetera. Many of who we donate to are returning and people that we know. Some are from everyone we're donating to is our community. Every meeting we have, and today we're going to have another meeting in the library, starts with one of our philanthropies coming to talk about what they do, how it's going, what they need. There's just a lot of need still here. Vistas for Children would like to thank the Palos Verdes Chamber of Commerce for the honor and recognition of this award. It means everything to us that we were recognized. We're small but mighty. From the bottom of our hearts, thank you.
Nadia, on behalf of the Palos Verdes Peninsula Chamber of Commerce, I am pleased to present Vistas for Children with the Community Service Organization of the Year Award.
Thank you to the Chamber. Thank you for everyone in this room. I think coming last and following some of the most amazing organizations is a feat in itself. I do need to recognize two tables in the room, and I want them to stand up because I brought my sisters with me, especially my co-president, Renee Mizuguchi, who is holding the phone right now. But we are so excited, and all of these wonderful women are part of our group. Thank you. Thank you. For me, joining Vistas for Children meant helping children. So when we talk about how do you help the world, I do think that by starting with children, they will grow up and become the adults, and hopefully they will teach their children what they've learned along the way. Vistas for Children has a group within us where moms bring it's called Vista Juniors, and they do nonprofit work with us a few times a year, raising money, starting right from the age of 5 or 6 years old. I just really still believe that we can make the world a better place, and there's a lot of need. And we've got a room here that I am just so honored to be standing here even speaking with you, because all of you are doing such wonderful things. Just by being here tonight, you're doing something wonderful. I thank the Chamber on behalf of Vistas for Children, my co-president, Renee, past president, Marcia August, who is also with us, and alumni, as well as new provisionals and members. Thank you to everyone in this room with all my heart. One more. Oh, sorry. Thank you.
Thank you, Kristen, and congratulations, Nadia. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay, found it. Sorry about that. There's a couple extra pages in here. So you threw that off on purpose, right? Okay, and now, here to present the 2025 Citizen of the Year is our reigning Citizen of the Year, Robert Medawar. A Peninsula resident for 47 years, Robert is well known throughout the community. His generosity in supporting many nonprofit organizations is noteworthy. All of his community engagement is in addition to running his award-winning business, Medawar Fine Jewelers, for over 45 years. Ladies and gentlemen, Robert Medawar.
It is such a pleasure to be here tonight to see so many neighbors, friends, customers, dignitaries. It's an honor to be in your presence. Before I say anything, I have special greetings from the former supervisor, Don Canavi. The chamber invited him, never heard from him. So I reached out to him and he texted me back. He said, I am on a cruise in the Mediterranean. I am so sorry to miss this. Give all the recipients my warmest wishes and congrats. So Don is the one that invented the single clap, by the way, when I was the chair. So from Don, greetings to all of you and congratulations. I'll tell him you did that. It is an honor here tonight to pass this award that was given to me last year. It's a community that has been so supportive to our family, and I'm honored to be here to pass it down to another amazing family. The Chamber bestows this honor on individuals who exemplify community achievement and are engaged in philanthropic services. Tonight, I have the immense honor of recognizing an individual whose leadership has not only defined one of South Bay's most respected businesses, but has fundamentally strengthened our entire community. And our Citizen of the Year is the honoree, Anthony Giacomin. I know him as Joe. We all know him as Joe. Don't stand up. Joe? Joe, grab a chair. It's a long paragraph. You know, the Chamber always makes a mistake and gives me a script, not knowing that I never stick to the script. Joe joined Martin Chevrolet in 1991, and just in 10 years, he purchased the dealership, preserving its family-run spirit while ushering in new era. In 26, he proudly marks 25 years of local ownership, a quarter century spent building a culture where Joe says, we don't just sell cars, we build relationships that last for generations. And that has been my motto. And Joe, you definitely exemplify that. There are 6 more paragraphs that talk about you. I'm not going to read them. I'm not going to read them, Joe, but I'm going to share a story about the Joe that I know and I experienced. 20 some odd years ago, when our kids were growing up in the local school district, Joe and I were both supporters of the Peninsula Education Foundation. We're both major sponsors, auction donors, and I remember Joe for many, many years sitting on the table next to us. Some years he would buy a vineyard in Tuscany somewhere, or I would buy half of the wine that he didn't purchase. But one year I remember at Terranea, it was, I think, the first year that Terranea opened, we had a big event there. And I was so proud, I donated a pair of diamond earrings worth $20,000. And I came in just with a big box, and we were showing him around. And I think Joe that night donated a car. So, and I'm so proud of my earrings. Halfway through the event, things became stagnant. Nothing happened. And it's a live auction. We have an auctioneer, and he's doing his spiel. And I looked at Joe, he looked at me, and I said, Joe, these are worth a lot of money. Just make an offer, and let's see what happens. And you know what? Before you know it, Lady Cynthia was wearing those gorgeous earrings on the way out at the event. This is the Joe that I know. When you think he gave a car or cars or whatever he does, he always is ready to give more. Joe, we are honored tonight to give you this chamber little memento of who you are. But before we do that, let's watch the screen and see what this story is all about.
Martin Chevrolet was, in 1966, they built the building. They built it. Ted Green was the original person that built it. Marty Jacobs was his general manager. And I was Marty's general manager. So when Marty bought out Ted, and then I bought out Marty, and it's been there a long time, and we got over 100 employees. About 39 to 40% of them have been there over 10 years. Probably 9 or 10% over 20 years. Wow. And the majority has been 5 years or more now. Yeah, we very seldom, we don't have a high turnover because you treat them good. If you treat them good, they're going to stay. I feel that one of the biggest reasons we're successful is because I tend to be as good as I can to the employees. That way they'll be good to the customers. And it's worked out very, very well. You know, I grew up breached, so I spent 6 months at a sick children's hospital. So that was one of my biggest things was the hospitals, make sure, especially with sick children. And we do sponsor the Seahorse Classic every year. That's the golf tournament we sponsor up in at PB Country Club. And we were a major sponsor for the first 5 years. And that's for the kids. It's for the Children's Hospital. So we sponsor that. And That's probably where it came from, the fact that I got involved as a young kid. So, and there's so many organizations that do give back. And there's so many community people, and there's so many people like you, and so many of the people around here that get involved with guys like myself who like to give back to the community. So it makes it easy. You don't feel like you're being taken advantage of or asked for something all the time. So it's something we want to do from the heart. PV Women's Club, the Peninsula High Schools. The biggest one is probably Torrance Memorial Hospital with donations of cars. Torrance Education Foundation, Peninsula Education Foundation, Riviera Little League, Chadwick High Schools, just Boys and Girls Club is probably the biggest one. Been doing that for 27 years now. Many donations and all their golf tournaments. Mike Lansing, I had him run the Olympic torch in 2002 down Sunset Boulevard, which was very nice. He was the director at the Boys and Girls Club. So there's just so many damn good people around here. And the customer's always right. And if he's wrong, then obviously he's not a customer. But no, it's the people. It's always been the people. And I get along very good with everybody. I try to anyways. And the ones that I don't get along with, I generally don't see very often. So it's all good. Thank you, Chamber of Commerce, for this award. Citizen of the Year is it's very humbling. In order to be a good citizen, you have to obey the law, which we tend to try to do all the time, and give back to the community. And, we strive to do that at Martin Chevrolet. So thank you very much. It's really it's a humbling award, and I appreciate it very much. So is my family. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome me and join me in welcoming Joe Giacomin to the stage, our 2025 Citizen of the Year.
When I get up here, one of my old, yeah, big what? Oh, yeah.
Mic is yours.
I don't need a mic.
Yes, go ahead.
Are you kidding?
Yes.
Oh, my God. Can you imagine a car salesman being Citizen of the Year? Uh-huh. Okay. And how many people drive Chevrolets? That's okay. There's Teslas all over the ground. It's okay. It doesn't matter to me. This is very humbling. Can I get my beautiful wife here?
Yes, please.
Without her support, and she's the one that told me, hey, Boys and Girls Club, you got to do this, you got to do that. I said, whoa, I'm trying to buy a store here. All right? Yeah, but you got to help. You got to help the community. You got to be involved. And then I met Laura Shanowski. Oh, my God. Torrance Memorial. Oh, sorry about your luck, Joe, but here comes some more money out of your pocket. Yeah. But, they're phenomenal medical facility. They've helped me a lot, and I appreciate that. I don't, how can I accept an honor like this, Citizen of the Year? You need to be a person who cares. You need to be a person who obeys the law. You need to be a person who wants to give back. And you need to be a person who can kneel down every once in a while and say, hey, Lord, thank you. Amen. You've given it to me, so now I got to give back. I want to thank you on behalf of my wife and I. It's an amazing, amazing honor. And thank you. That's all I can say. Oh, wait. And buy a Chevy.
Joe, on behalf of the Chamber of Commerce and the entire community, allow me to present you this beautiful award.
What the hell did you give me some diamonds?
I'll press that. Bring it to the shop.
Thank you, Robert. That was very nice.
Let's take some photos here.
More photos here.
Yes.
I don't want to smile. Thank you. This is humbling. It's not good for an old hockey player to be humble.